Have you ever wondered how your favourite programmes get onto your TV screen? And what about how it gets onto your phone, your PC, or your tablet device? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what goes on behind the scenes. Red Bee Media is a company which specialises in digital media and combines technical innovation and creativity in a unique way. Red Bee was launched in 2005, and so far its expertise has been sought out by customers in over 80 countries, from Brazil to Russia, from India to China. But what does it actually do for those customers? Well, that's why I've come here to find out. Bill, you're in charge of this entire operation. Just explain what Red Bee is about, what it does, what the people here are actually doing.
We're 1,300 passionate people, and what we're passionate and obsessed about is video. The way it's created, the way we manage it, and the way ultimately it gets distributed to every device and every screen.
It's pretty obvious then that in a few years' time, television and programming is going to be vastly different to everything that's come before.
Soon, it'll be possible for the television set to communicate with you as a consumer, to interact with content in new ways that have never been possible before. And so what Red Bee Media has done is brought to the market a broadcast quality, media grade player, such that people can get the kind of content they want, where they want it, when they want it. It's increasingly important for advertisers because they want to target customers in new and compelling ways. So we're excited about the possibilities of the future. It's not without its risks, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's an exciting opportunity, and we're really feeling great about where we are today.
This is Tomorrow Calling.
If you watch any of the BBC's TV channels or a UK TV channel like Dave, or in this case, anything from Channel 4, Red Bee Media will be bringing you those channels from its control centre here in West London. It lays out 126 channels in total, and it's a 24/7 operation. It's a technically advanced company, but it's also a highly creative one. There are about 1,000 TV channels in the UK today, and nearly as many in some other countries. So how do you get your programmes and channels to stand out from the crowd? Seems nowadays that anyone can pick up a camera and make some content. It's not just about the big channels supplying all the programmes anymore, is it?
Anyone can make content. Absolutely anyone can make content. Not everyone is going to get viewers to that content, and that's the crucial difference. The big change is clearly going to be web-enabled TV, and that's simply going to be about increasing competition. In an on-demand context, the role of a trailer will be very different.
When everything goes wrong, you see some bad.
What we've done traditionally is the front cover of a book, which is all about attention grabbing and sort of shouting by me. And what this is about is when you turn the book over and read the back, and then it's a slightly different tone of voice. It's about explaining the content, possibly in a more editorial manner. It's about convincing someone that they want to spend time with you.
Claire Phillips is the head of strategic planning. So Claire, there are so many more broadcasters out there now than there were a few years ago.
Yeah.
You've got all these new companies, these new big brands wanting to, be media broadcasters?
Yeah, I mean, increasingly we're going to be seeing advertisers use video as a way of engaging their audiences. And there's lots of tricks that they can learn from the broadcast market that they can apply to their market in helping audiences find their content and navigate audiences to their content. And that's another way that I think we can really help those advertiser brands.
I think we're going to need your help on this. Here.
And if Red Bee's on-screen design and promotional trailers help viewers see the programme they want, is another part of the company that makes sure video content is found. They call it content discovery. So Richard, you have a rather important job here, I gather. What on earth do you do?
Red Bee Media produce programme descriptions for over 1,000 TV channels in 23 different languages. As well as the traditional times, titles and descriptions, we actually create all the metadata for all the spoken words throughout the show. In the future, you'll be able to sit down, whether it's with an iPhone, an iPad, at home on your television or with a laptop, and be able to watch whatever content you want through any individual EPG.
So I can search for any programme that I'm interested in based on all the information, and the broadcasters can also recommend stuff to me based on what they think I'm interested in.
Absolutely. So content discovery is probably the most important part of the connected TV landscape. I think finding what content is out there that suits you will be more and more important as more and more content becomes available.
This is the nerve centre of Red Bee's media management operation. It's here that programmes are ingested, stored, transcoded. Basically, they're a bunch of specialists doing special stuff. And that stuff is getting more and more complicated because nowadays every piece of video can be viewed on every mobile phone, connected TV, PC, Mac and tablet. And that means it has to be formatted in many different ways. Red Bee delivers video to audiences in as many ways as is technically possible.
We understand how television reaches and engages with an audience. So from an advertising perspective, we understand how to drive an audience to content. We can tell through technology who you are, where you are, and the interests that you have expressed. That technology will allow very specific advertising to reach the audience. So I think the reluctance of an audience to accept advertising will be reduced if it's interesting and relevant to that particular viewer. Television is already, I guess, a multi-platform distribution channel, but I think how those devices interact to create a different experience is very interesting. So what we try and do is take the best of each of those platforms to enrich the experience, but using the capabilities of each device. So a mobile phone, we might want to use location as some part of the experience. On the tablet, we may want to use touch as a way of engaging with the programming, and that's different from a PC and a mouse. So I think having consistency of experience is important, but not lowest common denominator.
So, as you've seen, this is a pretty unique company with a blend of skills that fuses creative expertise with leading-edge technology. The people I've met today, they're the best at what they do. And as technology changes at ever faster rates, who will you trust to win the hearts and minds of the audiences of tomorrow?